It's less than 48 hours to the new year. Looking at the housing sector, did we really achieve much this year? Looking at the bottlenecks hindering housing development, some stakeholders in our previous episode say the Land Use Act should be expunged from the Constitution. How about our mortgage system? A single-digit interest rate is what everyone is clamoring for. The dream of every Nigerian is to own a house, no matter how small. How can this dream become a reality? The Nigerian housing sector today is facing some challenges that must be tackled to make the system provide the required services that will accelerate housing development. You're watching Housing Development with your housing diva Flora, and stay tuned. Welcome back. So many housing events made waves this year 2018. Now let's have a throwback of a few of these events.
Urban Shelter Limited, a leading property development company here in Abuja that has our headquarters, but spreading all through to other parts of Nigeria so as to help those that are in need of houses to provide solutions for them as much as possible.
We're a real estate development and infrastructure company, providing homes, mid-luxury, affordable homes for citizens across the nation. We have Lagos, Kano, Abuja.
We're a group of company that offers building services from start to finish. So basically we do turnkey projects, we design, we build, we finish, and we also furnish. We provide special lighting features, tiles, and also home automation. That means we also do smart homes. This is the first time Kush Group is coming here, but it's been an interesting experience because it feels like we have actually exceeded some expectations, so it's an interesting one. Yeah, this is good. We get to meet other people. It's perfect. We don't have to. It's more like a one-stop shop. It's nice. We need more of this all the time.
We are a building and civil engineering company. So basically, what we do is buildings and infrastructure, and that's roads, bridges, drainage, and that. The show has been awesome. We've been able to get a lot of strategic partners. We've been able to liaise with a number of estate developers that will need a company that will do their infrastructure, which is their roads within the estate, drainages, street lights, and such things. Yeah.
This is Dito Holaris. We are into real estate, construction. We sell houses, lands in Abuja as well. As a businessman, and people that are out to make people's life better, to get affordable housing in Abuja. We have high expectations actually, and what we really want to do is for people in Abuja and for the world at large to be able to know us and be able to acquire their property in a very easy manner. To the guys of the show, thank you people very much. Thank you. It's a good avenue, a great one at large, for people to know us and for us to reach out to people that we are here to serve. We thank you very much for that.
The head of Civil Service of the Federation made a public presentation of the Federal Integrated Staff Housing Handbook and website and the commissioning of the 151 units of the Fish Estate, Kuje 1 and 2, on Thursday, 20th December 2018. Mrs. Winifred Oyo-Ita noted that with the new website, civil servants can now process and make payments for the fish program at their convenience by simply logging onto www.fish-p.gov.ng.
It is my joy to present these three handbooks, and as we present it, we say a big amen to God Almighty. Amen.
Some of the partners of the Federal Integrated Staff Housing, which includes the Federal Government Housing Loans Board, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Family Homes Funds, Wapik Insurance PLC, gave their remarks. The chairman Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria noted that the launch of the website was a great innovation and encouraged all civil servants to key into it.
The motion of life has been taken over by computer technology and information technology, and the fish program is the most applicable thing to the lives of the very people that is supposed to serve, the civil servants.
The Fish Estates Kuje 1, constructed by C2Q Nigeria Limited and financed by the Federal Government Staff Housing Loans Board, and Kuje 2, which was provided by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to the civil servants under the Rent-to-Own scheme, was also commissioned by Mrs. Winifred Oyo-Ita. Speaking at the commissioning, the Executive Secretary, Federal Government Staff Housing Loans Board, said the welfare of the civil servants is a priority and assured that more estates will be commissioned before February.
With us in the office of the head of the civil service of the Federation, for civil servants' welfare must be a priority for us.
The developer of Kuje 1 Fish Estate, Jagumolu Akande Omoni, CEO, C2Q Property and Investment Company Limited, expressed his delight in partnering with the government as their passion at C2Q is to deliver affordable homes.
The experience has been worthwhile. It's giving me joy, and it's in tandem with our passion.
In the address of the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Winifred Oyo-Ita said the overall objective of the fish program is to improve the quality of life of the civil servants and their families.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near.
Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. All noise and all with a their joyful tongue to everyone.
You're watching Housing Development. My drive and passion on this program is to ensure that Nigerians have access to decent and affordable housing. Each week we'll go out to the street to feel the pulse of Nigerians on housing matter. And guess what? It was really an eye-opener to get different responses on different topics from the people. Now watch the throwback.
This mortgage of a thing, this is my first time of hearing it. But I think with the little idea I have, I said it's something like having a home of your own. And my plans of having a home of my own is just being self-independent.
I don't really know much about mortgage. I don't really know much.
What mortgage is actually a financial institution or a cooperative society which help in financing projects and having houses of your own.
Had to be like a kind of business term that have to do with buying and selling houses on loan, or buying a house on loan, or trying to acquire to sell your own property on loan. And that's a little I know about mortgage.
You more like offer up your building, your house, in exchange for probably money, most likely money. And if you don't meet up with the agreement, you get your home taken away from you or your building taken away from you. So that's why I say as mortgage.
Mortgage is when you go to a bank. In the process of doing this, we have what we call a collateral. That is, it could be property, it could be land, it could be house, it could be just a landed property or something which worth much more than the money or the money. So should in case there's a default in you returning that money you've loaned from a bank, then you lose your interest. I mean your interest over that property. That's just the short meaning I can give of a mortgage.
Well, it's a very good thing that somebody grows up to 58, but the appalling situation of the country has made people very unhappy, especially when it comes to housing, particularly here in Abuja, where housing is a priority, and the high cost of rent has made a lot of people very, very uncomfortable with the situation at 58. I don't know, except if the government has plans to improve on the present situation of housing, because no one is comfortably staying about it.
Government should try and provide houses for the little ones, and there are some ones that have a little that they can stand for themselves. They should support them.
I wish them the best, but the system had to change, because you cannot continue like this. If it's like this, I'm afraid before we celebrate 60 years anniversary, a lot is going to happen.
They should go back to the master plan of Abuja. If Ministry of Works should, the original master plan of Abuja, that if Ministry of Works should be in Kwali, let it go back to Kwali and develop houses for the staffs. If Ministry of Police Affairs is supposed to be somewhere in Buhari, let it go back there and develop houses for their staffs. It's as simple as that.
So in terms of the housing sector, and we also have to bear in mind that there are layers. There are people who can afford X, there are people who cannot afford X, there are people who cannot even afford anything. So the housing sector has to constantly be refined to be able to address that wide group of persons. The gate man here needs a house as much as the millionaire who is driving past there needs a house. So, the housing sector has a lot to do to itself to be able to address that need.
Oh.
right, how about this segment where I give you good value for your time and money? I brought on board different housing development company that can make you own a house or office space at ease. Now here is the throwback.
Over the past 30 years, Urban Shelter has spent tremendous amount of resources in defining and developing technologies that would allow us to house Nigerians, basically at a very affordable price. I'm glad to say that Urban Shelter, as of today, is one of the leading organizations in providing housing, affordable housing for Nigerians. The Brick City project, located in Kubwa, Abuja, is a fair example that shows you where Urban Shelter has housed over 1,200 families with price range in the range of 5 million naira. Urban Shelter Limited has been working in the past year to develop a flexible payment plan that would allow its clients to key in easily. We have analyzed and reviewed the tremendous issues and challenges associated with the mortgage in Nigeria, and we thought that defining a flexible way for people to own house is the way forward. In doing so, Urban Shelter developed the Stay and Pay program that allows you to move into your house and continue paying while you live in the house. So we thought that that could not only allow you to pay your house while living in it, but will also allow you to stay away from paying rent while you're trying to acquire a house. Urban Shelter Limited is located in Wuse Zone 5 at Shippers Plaza. It's very accessible. We are open literally 6 days a week. Our website, urbanshelternigeria.com, is really good resources to access to Urban Shelter, the different products that Urban Shelter offer, to get more insight. We do have general numbers that will be available for people that would like to reach out to Urban Shelter.
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.
Did you know that the best of all gifts around any Christmas tree is its presence in a home and around a happy family? Well, at First Step Media Group, we do know that. And we are sure that there's no place like home this holiday season. And that's why the advisory board of the Abuja International Housing Show would like to say to you, all of our esteemed partners, the entire Nigerian housing construction industry stakeholders, as well as the general public, that we wish a very happy Christmas and New Year 2019 ahead to you and your loved ones. Being the leading promoter of our sector, we want you to know that you remain our primary focus. We cannot wait to see you again at the 13th Abuja International Housing Show, coming up by July 2019. From our entire team again, we say Merry Christmas and have a prosperous New Year ahead.
I'm a steward of a vision both by the government and the board of the Family Homes Fund to lead the delivery of a large-scale housing program that's targeting some of the most vulnerable people in our society. And that vision is around providing up to 500,000 homes up until December 2023, and alongside that, 1.5 million jobs to some of our people who are earning the lowest income in our society. So the mandate is very clear. It's about large-scale housing supply and economic development. The Family Homes Fund is the largest housing fund in sub-Saharan Africa. So we are financing the program with a significantly concessionary interest rates for development. When you put all of those things together, I think it gives us a very strong chance of delivering on the mandate. So that is on one side, what we call the supply side. On the demand side, when you build the houses, then you've got to make sure you have a structure in place that allows people to actually be able to afford those houses and to be able to buy them. So on the demand side, we're coming up and we're in the final stages of designing a home loans assistance program that will ensure that our target market, which is basically people who are earning fairly low to modest incomes, your school teacher, your policeman, your junior military officer, your postman, the fireman, they can have access to decent accommodation at no more than 30% of their income. And to enable them to do that, the fund will be providing them with a soft loan with a moratorium over a period of time up to 5 years that ensures that they can actually afford homes that have been efficiently built.
It's been a wonderful year. Thanks a lot for being part of my year. It is a season of love, joy and charity. Let's celebrate this season by showing love and remember to stay safe this season. We hope to see a better housing sector in the year 2019. Wishing you a prosperous new year from all of us at First Step Media Group. I remain your housing diva, Flora Annie.